And the next question is, what's one piece of advice that you would give someone who's skeptical about moving forward with a new type of treatment, like the kinds that you do at NYCIM?
Yeah, be skeptical. I think that's natural. I think that's fine. Like, people are like, oh, don't be skeptical. But again, to me, it's like, take a step back and really be objective and be with yourself for a while. It's fine to be skeptical. I'm skeptical about so much out there in the world, but I then look to experience it myself, to be honest, because I know so many people that come here. It's like, where's your double-blind placebo study that shows you've treated this many patients and gotten this? It's like, you can't do it in personalized medicine. Everyone's so unique. You can't say there was a therapy protocol that worked across multiple people because everyone gets a different protocol. And we do have the case studies that are individual, right? But those aren't clinically. So to me, I don't care so much about evidence-based medicine. I care about experience-based medicine. And I wish people put more into their own experience and, again, into their own intuition on what they feel. Feel this out. See, is this really an approach that resonates with you? That I have to do a lot here. I'm responsible for my health. I'm going to have to eat differently. I'm going to have to change a lot in my life. Does that resonate with me where I am right now? If you say no, this isn't the spot for you. That's fine. Be skeptical and go elsewhere. Like, we don't want you to go into a treatment if you're not truly going to be involved in it and don't buy into it, at least to a portion. You could have that skepticism, but if you chip away at it and say, okay, there's been people, I get this. I feel like, yes, this is something that I'd like to do and be involved in and be in charge of my health and empowered, not a victim of my disease. So I always say that you got to realize where you are in your life. And sometimes that means like taking a step back and taking a year away before you do treatment to really educate yourself and read a lot of the books that are the foundation of what we do here. And then say, okay, that makes sense to me now, what's going on with this approach. Until you're there, you got to be ready for something like this. Just like you got to be ready to commit to any goal, I think, whether that's gym, climbing a mountain, anything in life requires some level of commitment, even with skepticism.
Yeah, I think it's very, very easy in this day and age, especially with all of the data and Google, and put in a question, you get an answer immediately. To take a very kind of analytical, heady approach with thinking that we need to amass all of the answers before we can freely move forward with something. So I like that you mentioned intuition and gut and healthy skepticism. That skepticism is part of the decision-making process. The idea is not to, kind of get every little piece of data together to overcome or battle the skepticism. Instead, it's more to, just get to that point where something resonates with you enough to take a step forward and then take another step and stay in resonance.
Yeah. And if that's what you need to do is like how to resonate more with yourself and feel out your intuition, like tons of books on that also. Maybe that's where you need to start. If you're not getting anything and you're completely in your head and you feel disconnected, I don't think you're ever going to make a good decision for your health in that state. So you really then you want to find ways, whether that is just using techniques to get more in touch, going into nature, whatever it is for you, to get to that state where you feel this is a good fit for that.